Hi everyone and welcome. Black Ops 3, this is a 35 KD gameplay on a Team Deathmatch in Stronghold, so enjoy that in the background, but let's focus on the foreground, what I'm talking about. I want to discuss supply drops, not a view-whoring, drama alert-inducing supply drop discussion, but simply an open discussion about them, right? I've seen a lot of opinions, I've read a lot of opinions, and I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I think that there are some really good ideas about supply drops out there, and they just need to be implemented in more of a simple way. So let me start by saying that supply drops in themselves I don't think are actually that bad. It gives you something to work towards, a sort of a meta game, earning keys and using those keys to get supply drops, and then there's an element of chance. It's fun, it's enjoyable. I think opening supply drops is fun. And I don't think, for that reason, that they should be brought out of the game. That the element that they add is actually, I think, vital to keeping the game interesting, fun, and adding an element of chance. Now, the issue for me comes into play where there are weapons that are arguably better than the base weapons, which you can't obtain unless you open lots and lots of supply drops, and perhaps even you're probably going to have to spend money, right? A lot of money if you want to get all the weapons. And so there have been ideas that have been thrown about the place. Some people say we should get a marketplace where we can just straight up buy the weapons, or we can sell the weapons to other people. We can trade weapons. And I think that that's probably not going to happen because establishing a marketplace like that is so expensive. And arguably, actually, it could add to this sort of negative gambling effect that people are labeling the supply drops as. It's all gambling. You put this money in, you don't get anything back. It's gambling. It's gambling. It's gambling. It's gambling. Surely having a marketplace is just going to fester that gambling and just make it even worse, right? And I also think that it's not necessarily a good thing because then it removes the element of supply drop altogether. If you can just buy the weapons, there's no point in earning crypto keys because you can just buy them. Right? And I'm keen to keep that element of crypto keys and fun in the game. I think that actually the solution is a lot more simple than an elaborate marketplace. We just need to make it easier to get the weapons, right? So currently, it's been roughly worked out that you've got about a 50% chance to get one weapon if you spend $50, which is absolutely ridiculous. You got about a 90% chance to get a weapon if you spend $100, which is totally ludicrous. Now, of course, it's all statistics, it's all random. You could end up much more lucky, you could end up not lucky at all. But those numbers aren't good, and I know from experience the number of supply drops that I've opened, mainly with crypto keys, very little of them with COD points, but the number that I've opened is ludicrous, and I've only got 2 melee weapons. The whole time I've been playing this game, I'm Master Prestige, I've got 2 melee weapons, right? It's crap. It's absolute crap. And I think that the simple solution is just to increase that rate, right? Give me a way to earn my weapons quicker, whether it be a specific drop that gives you a weapon guaranteed and costs 3 times as much or whatever, or just increase the chance of getting a weapon. Surely it's not that hard, right? And you might say, well, they want money, so they won't increase the chance. And that may be true, but surely by increasing the chance, you're going to increase the demand for people to buy supply drops, right? So all they need to do is bring a few more weapons in, keep up that supply, and then, hey presto, you've got it perfect. I also think the weapons need to have their own tier. Instead of rare, epic, legendary, they need to be titanium tier or something like that. That way you can exchange them and get a fair amount of crypto keys back, because currently you'll get like 7 back from exchanging a weapon if you've got a duplicate, which is totally not fair. It's absolute trash. And so, ultimately I think if they just increase the rate of weapons occurring in supply drops, then everybody wins. You're happier. The element of gambling has been sort of degraded almost, because it's not really gambling anymore because you can earn it much easier, right? And I think that it would just solve all of the issues, all of the problems with supply drops if you just made the weapons easier to earn. I cannot say that enough, and I cannot stress that enough. It just seems so simple and so straightforward, and I don't know why there's all this debate and drama in the community over what should be a really simple issue, right? We just want the weapon earn rates increased. And yes, they don't carry through games and so they lose their worth, but we also don't play the previous COD because that loses its worth. And so making the argument, well, I'm not buying supply drops because it's just a waste of money, is not true. Yes, you buy supply drops, you use the weapons, and you don't get to use them in the next game, and it sucks. But you also buy this game, play this game, and don't use it in the next game, right? You're buying it to use it now and then move on. Thank you very much for watching, listening to me, and hopefully responding to me. I want to know what you think. Please, let's have an open discussion in the comments or on Reddit or wherever, and get this out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.